Hey everybody, welcome to your weekly Situationship reading where I take a look at the energies for the collective for the week of May 10th. Can you believe it already? May 10th through the 16th. So we will be looking at the general energies for all of us that we may be encountering as the week rolls on. Wow. Venus is going retrograde on Wednesday. Venus rules love and money, as you may know. So situations dealing with love and money from the past may be in focus for the next 6 weeks. She stays retrograde until the end of June. But when a planet stations, when it decides it's going to go backwards or forwards, the days surrounding that station tend to be more intense. This goes for any planet. So the middle of this week could be very, very interesting. We also have, we'll have to see what the cards have to say, but if you're feeling like a little strange, you're feeling a little sensitive, especially as the moon starts moving through Pisces later in the week, and you're feeling that Venus retrograde energy, just be gentle with yourself. It's part of what's going on in the stars. So Mars is also entering Pisces this week. And in probably about 10 to 12 days, I'd have to look it up. I will look it up for when it's going to be in play. Mars will be squaring that Venus retrograde. So, Mars represents, action and desire. And as it moves through Pisces, it could be churning up a lot of stuff for us in our subconscious, especially related, like I said, to past loves and past, money associations and, things like that. So especially when it squares it, when there is that tension energy between the two. So we'll keep an eye on that. But for this week, if you're feeling a little tender, if you're feeling a little sensitive, just be gentle with yourself. All right, so we are going to lay out 9 cards. The card in the middle is the heart of the situation. I will superimpose the reading for you on the screen. You can see all the cards. And remember, these are general. Take the energy and apply it to your situation. If you want a personal reading, you can book one with me. All right. Ace of Wands, baby. And the 8 of Wands. Gorgeous. So, big dose of fire. That starts our week off. I think we're still... Yeah, we go into Capricorn. The moon goes into Capricorn on Sunday. So when do we get into the moon in Aries? Not until next week, but we're going to be feeling, I think, really fired up for this week. We have probably already made some sort of really strong decision, Ace of Wands, and we are ready to take action this week. So let's see what we have. What did you decide? Within the last week, what decision did you make? Leave me a comment. Let me know. Why is this going dark, this screen? Leave me a comment. Let me know what decision you made and how you're going to implement it this week. All right. 4 of Wands. More Wands. 7 of Cups. The 5 of Wands. Knight of Cups. Heart of the Matter. 7 of Swords. Tricky. And the King of Wands. Ooh, I'm not surprised that this came up. Venus retrograde. 6 of Cups, childhood sweetheart, past lovers. And the Emperor. Okay, so... Wow. Intense energy this week, guys. Intense. At the heart of the matter is the 7 of Swords. So we're going to be going on the down low with something this week. I feel, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, right? Sometimes you have to keep your plans to yourself. It's part of manifestation energy. It's not good to blab things all over. So I think what's going to be going on is we're keeping our swords, we're keeping our thoughts close to us this week, particularly in regards to a wish we want to fulfill. Now, this can be a love wish. We have the 7 of Cups over this. So 2 number 7s here. Partnership. It could be probably some desire with a partnership. 7th house, we have the Knight of Cups next to the 7 of Swords. So there is some wish, some desire about our emotional situation that we, made the decision within the last week. And we want to move ahead on it, the 8 of Wands. But there's something about it that needs to be on, like I said, on the down low. Keep it to yourself. It's about, I feel this week, with the Emperor card showing up next to that energy in the middle here, about not explaining yourself. Like, you don't have to explain and justify. You can move ahead very much like just by doing it. Like, you do not have to be explaining things, is what I am feeling. Especially it's next to this energy. So it's about, like I said, holding the thoughts close to you and just going and doing the darn thing already. You made the decision. Now it's time to implement. It's time to execute that decision with this King of Wands. King of Wands doesn't faff about. Like, he gets right to it. So you could be dealing with Aries energy here, some of you, or some sort of Aries pursuit. We have 2 Aries energies represented here, Emperor and King of Wands. It is really about taking charge of that decision you made and this past week. And it could be some sort of situation related to business. Absolutely. The Emperor is showing up here with the big coin behind him. So, and his little scroll in his hand. So you could be implementing some new change in your business life. The thing is to be mindful of the fact that Venus is going retrograde. Venus does affect money as well. So if you're going to initiate something, it might be better to do it before Venus goes retrograde and do it on Monday when the moon is in Capricorn. Okay? So business, when the moon is in Capricorn. Now, I do think for those of you dealing with a love situation, or a situationship, as I like to call them, there is this energy this week. We have the Gemini energy. We are moving into Gemini season next week, but this is very strong energy of connecting with somebody from the past, the Lover's card and the 6 of Cups here. It could be an Aries, as we had here next to this, but the thing that I think is going to be poignant for you, possibly, remember it's a general reading, is that you are very much in a different place now. I feel like because you made a decision, you have, you're going to implement it this week. You're taking charge of your destiny. I feel like this voice from the past perhaps wants to pull you back a little bit into an energy that could be confusing. All right. So this 5 of Wands is a very interesting card in this deck. It looks like somebody's trying to crawl up a ladder that keeps disintegrating. That's how I look at this card. So you may have had to really crawl out of this relationship. If this is something from the past, if this is resonating for you, you really may have had to like claw your way out of the pit that you were in with this relationship. And, you have been in a good place. This 4 of Wands. You've been very happy. This is a gorgeous card that started our reading off. You've been doing your thing. You're excited about the future that lies ahead. This is a great card. You're building a new foundation for yourself. Greater, action that you're taking on your hopes and wishes and dreams. Moving forward. You see much more peace and clarity in front of you. It's beautiful. There's a rainbow here. It's a beautiful card. But something about this was a dream at one time. This was a dream. Seven of Cups is here. But it disintegrated. So, like I said, Venus going retrograde can bring people back. And if this energy is resonating, you got to be crafty. You got to be careful. Keep your thoughts to yourself. This energy to me suggests this person, perhaps with this strong energy here, could have been very charismatic, possibly, and very demanding, very possibly bordering on dictatorial, like could have been really bossy, telling you what you should do and you shouldn't do, blah blah blah, controlling. You got out of that, so you're on a much better path. Gorgeous, beautiful energy. So don't let that energy, if this is resonating for you, don't let that pull you back on a path of disintegration. Okay? And this can also be a job situation. You know, I talk about this a lot. Like, for many of us, a job is like a love relationship. It's like a marriage. It's a commitment. Like, you know, you show up every day. So if this is something, you know, a job situation that you were in for maybe quite a while, or that, you know, you had many years ago, and you hear from an old boss or, you know, something like that, and they're trying to suck you back in, I don't think their intentions are entirely good also. Okay? It's more about the power and the control. And I'll also say, if this is really resonating for you on a love level, it's like they want the validation. They want to know that you still want them. Seven of Cups. That you still, you know, that they're still on your fantasy list. Okay, they want to know that. But it's not about a real solid, viable situation. It's very much a Venus retrograde. I need an ego stroke. Let me hit somebody up for one, and then they disappear. Okay, they disappear. So my feeling, if this is resonating for you guys, is do you hide away from any messages that are coming in. Don't spill the beans on what you're doing with your life, because they would very much like to perhaps make you feel this way again. And then all this good progress that you've been making would fall apart. Okay? So we have a good week ahead of us. If you're really jiving with that situationship energy, stay strong. You got this. Do you. Keep your thoughts to yourself. Don't engage, I would say, especially if this relates to this energy of bossy and demanding. You got great energy to manifest this week. Keep your thoughts to yourself, though, about how you're going to go about doing it. Okay? All right. I will see you again soon. This is Stella Wilde signing out. Have a great week, everybody.